Hello and welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first one. I'm recording this one back to back with the first one, and this time we're out in our DLC truck that we're given at the beginning, because this one has all-wheel drive and diff lock on it, which is going to be handy. And I've accepted a contract to fix the pipeline that I was driving around in the last episode. Which has us going to get 2 service spare parts and deliver them to the pipe, which will open up the road. And there's a bridge down this way that also I would like to get repaired today. But if you are liking this series so far, don't forget to hit that like button and let me know in the comments. And of course, if you're new to the channel, you can always subscribe as well. We are aiming to get to 250 subscribers by the end of May, which we're currently well on our way of achieving that goal. But if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be absolutely awesome if you would consider doing so. Here we are. There's another job to do here as well, but we'll slide our way into this. Service spare parts, I will take 2 of those, and we'll go and deliver these to the pipe. This truck has a really large turning radius on it because of the twin steer, but that's absolutely fine. I haven't changed the colour scheme of this truck or done anything to any of the other trucks. I'm sure we will be out in some of the scout vehicles shortly to see if we can get some of the watchtowers unlocked for this section of the map in Alaska. But let me know if you're happy with me starting off in Alaska, or would you rather me start somewhere else? We will be visiting the other maps periodically, because it's part of the game. I don't want to limit myself to one map, but I do want to focus initially at least on Alaska, but we will be going to Russia and back to Michigan as well at some point. We'll probably do pop-in visits here and there on both of them. Russia is a very, very, very challenging map, so we will need some truck upgrades and things before we try and tackle that one. And of course, we do have, at this point, we have 3 scout vehicles and 3 trucks. We don't actually need all that. So I will probably be selling maybe the GMC, because out of the ones we have, it's my least favourite. Here's the pipe that has fallen down. So no cutscene for this one, but now the road is absolutely clear. So let's have a look and see what contracts we have. So that one is all the way up there, and that's the one I just looked at. That's timber, and we'll not do that one just now. Drilling supplies to there. That's although it looks close, it is not. And Blackbird wants me to go down to the port. Another one at the port. That's way over the other side of the map, and we probably will get there as well. But what I'm actually going to do is jump back to the garage and get the GMC and sell it for 31,000. And then let's customize this with a nice big engine. We can't put snow tires on it yet, but I also want my truck back as well, actually. And I want to see if I can put better tires on this. We cannot reach level 12 before we can put the good tires on that, which is unfortunate. But let's leave the garage in the little scout vehicle first of all, with now its much beefier engine. It seems to actually be slightly better on fuel than with the other engine. the odd bits of music that you'll hear in around the map, they are from the buildings, which adds a good bit of life. This road is very slidey. And what I've done with the audio settings is I've got everything turned down to about 50%, bar the ambience. I've left that up full because that's all the birds and the wind and things, which I think adds a lot to the game, but usually gets drowned out by the truck. So I've left that turned up so that it can still be enjoyed. If I could get out of the snow. Without the proper tyres, this map is going to be a challenge. It shouldn't take us too long to build up some levels. And if we do get to the point where we struggle, we'll just we'll go to a different map for a little while and do things elsewhere. I do know the Michigan map fairly well. On my other channel, I was doing a SnowRunner series just before I made this channel, in fact, and I did quite a lot on there. But the videos unfortunately never actually got published. That's a very deep snowbank. Whoops. This bridge we're coming up to, we don't actually... Whoops. We don't actually need to repair it. We can drive around it through the river, but having it repaired would be better. So let's accept this bridge. I don't know what it needs. We'll start tracking it. It needs metal beams, so let's have a quick look there. Metal beams come from all the way up at the factory. That's going to be quite a drive. But let's give it a shot. We will take this one out. I don't know the most efficient way of getting there. I'm not very clued up on the Alaskan map, but I would assume it's under the pipeline. So I could have probably left this where it was. I didn't really need to recover it because I didn't actually do anything to it. This truck is, of course, 8-wheel drive with diff lock permanently on, and it's permanently an all-wheel drive as well. And we do have the option to go into low range as well, which makes it very usable indeed. What does that sign say? Gas. I don't really need gas. I want to go to the factory. We'll see if we can make our way there. It seems like the port's going to be where the bulk of things happen on this map, so having that open would be a good thing. This road looks like it would be fun. Ah, it is blocked. Let's accept that and see what it needs. Metal beams. So it looks like we're going to have to go back along this road here. And we now have the need for 2 metal beams. See how much of my truck I can destroy it while doing a 35-point turn. There we are. Oh no, another one just for good luck. Now, of course, the truck will get repaired as soon as we take it back to the garage. It doesn't cost us anything to get that done either, so I'm not too precious about the trucks being broken. You can see just how much it slides on the ice though. If we do get stuck, we can winch ourselves out, and we can also put it in low range, which will help. But so far the truck's empty, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get through a lot of this. Although, if you ever play this game, or if you have ever played this game, you'll know that SnowRunner is a really good game for sitting stuck in the mud. That is very deep. No visible winch points, so let's stick it in low range and see if we can drag ourselves out of this. You see the terrain deforming underneath us. There we are, no problem at all. It seemed very zoomed in. Stick it back into automatic, which is not low range, which will give us a bit more speed to try and tackle some of this terrain. Straight back into low range, I think. It's hard to tell what's deep mud and what isn't, with everything covered in snow, which is part of the fun. This is definitely one of my favourite games. This game is both relaxing and rage-inducing all at once. There we are, into snow now, which is slightly different to mud, but not by much. One of the tricks I've found with this game is if you just keep turning your wheels back and forth, you can usually climb over a bit of that terrain and keep moving slowly, but you do keep moving. I do like how the snow is gathering on the roof of the truck as well. That's quite cool. You don't get that in Michigan. Right, while we're still moving, I'm not going to use the winch, but if we do stop, I'll try and use it. I'll pull that tree out of the ground. Zoomed way in again. Before we go down here, let's have a quick look at the map and see how we're getting on. So far we're okay, we're almost at the end of the road, we just need to take a left, and it looks like there's a gas station there as well, which we might as well use. Got another marker down the map, I'm very bad for doing that. So if you ever see that blue waypoint marker, generally speaking, don't pay any attention to it. It's just a habit where I push the wrong button as I'm closing the map. Very tricky bit, this section. Hopefully we don't have to come back this way, because with the extra weight of the metal on the truck, we might find this a lot more challenging. Well, there we are. Let's grab some fuel, since we've used a third of a tank getting this far. Fuel is free as well, unless you're playing in hard mode and then you've got to pay for it. I don't remember there being any more obstacles this way. It's been many years since I went this far into the Alaskan map. I don't think there's any more closed roads this way. There's this wet section, which is always amazing. See the current of the water pulled at us there. And we take this left and we should be on the road to the factory here. If that was the end of the county maintained road, the county's not doing a very good job of maintaining their roads. That is at the factory right in front of us. So without the DLC trucks, this would be very difficult. Not impossible, but very nearly impossible. But the solution to that one is to start in Michigan, where you can use the likes of the GMC. Let's have a quick look at the map. No. So what we'll do is we will come past the gas station and down the other side of the road, and that will be... I've done it again. That will be how we deliver to the rock slide, and then I'll grab another steel and we'll head to the bridge. But I'll see you guys when we're back at the gas station, which is obviously a much easier route. That type of mission is a timed mission. I generally don't do them, but if you guys want to see me give them an attempt, let me know in the comments. Back onto the icy road. So now is a good time as any to let you guys know that if you're interested in joining my Discord server, the link to it is in the video description of absolutely every single video I publish. So if you've just joined us for this SnowRunner playlist and you haven't seen any of my other content, I've been doing Motortown a little bit longer just slightly longer than I have been doing these SnowRunner videos, but SnowRunner was voted for over on Discord, so if you're interested in partaking in community things like that, Discord is the place to do it, and the link is in the video descriptions. Start tracking. Maybe. So slidey. There we are. There's a bit of money, and the road has been cleared to bar those barriers for some reason. So I'm going to head back to the factory to get another metal beams, and I'll see you guys when we get down towards the bridge that we're looking to repair. And that should be a fair chunk of the infrastructure opened up. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Didn't help that I took many wrong turns. But here we are with the steel. We're just coming past our garage now. That is it in there. And I did have to get fuel again because this truck's very greedy. As you can see, 7.4 litres a minute. And I've damaged it quite heavily as well, where the rock block, road block with the rocks was. I hammered through there at full speed and destroyed the truck. I'm surprised I didn't puncture any of the tyres, but we are still trucking on regardless of the damage. These trucks are fairly hardy anyway. There's a bit of suspension damage, a bit of engine damage, and a bit of tyre damage, but everything's working just fine so far. And it's nice to be on an actual road where we can get up to top speed, which helps our fuel economy greatly. This truck's a lot more stable than the likes of the little Chevy was in the last episode. This one will almost go in a straight line. But when we're climbing, you should see what the fuel economy is like. It's intense. I've seen it above 10. But this is us down at the bridge now. Right, let's do the cargo management and unload the steel beams, which look surprisingly like wood. And there we are. Another little reward, and we have one bridge now passable, which immediately has snow on it, which is quite cool. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop the truck off here, have a look at the map. There's 2 watchtowers I very badly would like to get. This one here and this one here, but we are going to leave them for the next episode, unfortunately, because that's all I have time for this episode. I've completely run out of time for recording today, but I have done a fair little whack of it today. So what I'm intending on doing with SnowRunner is having 2 to 3 episodes a week. If it's just 2, it will be a Tuesday and a Thursday. If there's a third one, then it will be on Saturday as well. But I'm going to guarantee at least 2. If we get the third one in, then that's a bonus. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this playlist and this playthrough, and anything you'd like to see me do, or if you just want to shout out, because I read the comments out in videos. And you can also join the Discord, the link is in the video description. And if you're a fan of Motortown, I have quite a sizable Motortown playlist on there with daily uploads of that game and a dedicated server that you guys can join. That server is actually going to get upgraded very, very soon because it has reached capacity on a number of occasions now, so I think it's definitely time that we upgrade that. And you guys can play alongside me if you own Motortown, of course. And if you've liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe. We're well on our way to our sub goal of 250 by the end of May. You guys are absolutely smashing it out of the park with that one. It's awesome to see. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.